Welcome, in front of me is a Motorola One Fusion Plus, and today I will show you how to go through the setup process of the device. So when you boot it up for the first time, you'll be presented with the Hi There screen. So from here, let's select our language. I'm gonna stick with English, and from here tap on Start, and you'll be presented with the Connect to Mobile Network. Basically insert our SIM card, and thus it will also allow you to connect to the mobile data. Now this step is completely optional. You can insert that SIM card later on after the setup is finished without doing anything extra, and it will just work fine. So I'm gonna skip it for now, and then we have Connect to Wi-Fi. Now this step again is optional. You can skip it again right here if you want to, and the only thing you will miss out by skipping it is throughout the setup process you won't have the ability to connect to your Google account and also restore the device from a Google backup. Apart from that, again, you can connect to Wi-Fi later on and do that backup, restore, all those stuff later on through the settings. So again, it's just a neatly provided throughout the setup if you choose to do it right now. Now again, I'm gonna skip it like I said. And from here we have date and time settings. So you can change them if they're incorrect. For me, well, the time zone is most certainly incorrect. For me, it's +1, I believe. And from here, you can also change the date if it's incorrect and time, and select next. And then we have Google services. So as you can see, we have three different things. We have the use location, allow scanning, and send user and diagnostic data. Now each one of them does a different thing. You can tap on the arrow to expand the list and read basically what it exactly does. But in a general quick guide, the use location basically enables localization, so GPS tracking in a way, and that is used by apps like, for instance, Google Maps to accurately place your position on the map and, for instance, give you good route when you're driving and using the GPS navigation. Then I have scanning to scan for things like Wi-Fi and other stuff. As you can see, that's a quick one. And send user and diagnostic data. Now this one's self-explanatory. Gathers data on you and sends it to Google to quotation mark improve the usability. Now I'll also mention, if you choose to disable those, you can then also enable them later on in the settings. Now when it comes down to things like location, like I said, Google Maps for one is the one that requires it, or at least wants it to function correctly. So there will be apps that will ask you to turn it on so they work better, and you can keep it off if you want to. And there are also apps that will flat out not let you use them without the location. Now these are the apps that have no business really using it, things like the Xiaomi smart home, where majority of the times they literally want your location for things like thermometer. Seems logical to have location for a thermometer appliance. So keep that in mind. Some of them are fairly pointless. Now let's tap on more and accept. And like I said, later on you can change it if you need to. From here we can set up a screen lock if you want. Now by default it points it to PIN, a 4-digit one, but you can change it to screen lock options and change it to PIN, password, or pattern. Now I'm gonna go with the pattern. Let's draw it. Tap next, redraw it, and confirm, and that sets the pattern. I don't have unlock you with a fingerprint, so we can also set up a fingerprint. Now the sensor is on the back, but I'm gonna opt out of that. It will just take a little bit too long. And from here we have again about your privacy, so more terms of service and stuff like that. Now we can tap on the privacy settings right here, and I believe there is also somewhere. So there we go. Once you tap on it, it kind of expands it, but at the end of the day you need to accept and continue anyway. Then we have, let's say, touch, so give Motorola permission to send. So you have some check mark. Now unfortunately it is disabled by default, so that's nice. So let's tap on next. It would only allow you to subscribe to their newsletters and stuff like that, to basically send you trash. We have carrier location access, so kind of self-explanatory. Grant location permission, so basically your provider will know where you are. I'm gonna actually say deny if I can. There we go. And from here it guides you through a gesture navigation. So it gives you a brief description on what it is and how it works and how to use it, as you can see. And from there you can see it switches, and you can either go to settings to change it back to the normal ones, or use these ones by swiping up and basically gaining access to the home screen. And that is how you would go through the setup process of the device. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.